Hey guys, it is Scott the Steamroller Steen with winnersandwhiners.com. It is a Sunday, the 28th of July. It is time to talk a little Major League Baseball. But before we do that, if you guys would be so kind, take just a moment of your day to smash that like button. As always, I say thank you very much. Of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, good chance to do that. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and you'll get notified every time we put up brand new content. Of course, if you're looking for premium plays or just free predictions, check out winnersandwhiners.com. Free previews, picks every game, every day. And if you're looking for premium plays, I got it. I got a coupon code for 40% off. It's going to be in the description of today's video, or you're going to see it right about here. That's right. The code is XRFG3W40. 40% off any product at winnersandwhiners.com. Not just my picks, although, if you want those, hey, I can make it easy for you because the link's in the description. But there's 40% off of anybody's package for any length, any sport. So check that out as well. Okay, well, we had 3 picks on a Saturday, and as we record this, it is about 7 p.m. Central Time on a Saturday evening. We already have our winner on the Texas-Toronto game, as that one did kind of what we thought it would do. Detroit has a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 7th, and the White Sox and Seattle are tied zip in the 3rd. So we'll see what happens. We got one in the basket. We got one in the live well. We'll see if we can catch a couple more here before the day is done. In the meantime, let's talk a little bit about Sunday's action, shall we? It's going to be a game that we bet on yesterday, except we're going a little bit of a different direction. Texas and Toronto square off again. Texas is the road team. They're a small favorite here at minus 106. John Gray goes for the Rangers against Jose Barrios for the Toronto Blue Jays. Barrios is another guy, and we've talked about a lot of these guys, mainly this week. He's kind of started after the All-Star break, cruising along. Everything's great, and then hits the wall somewhere in the month of June, usually around the middle of June, and that's exactly what happened with Barrios. First 14 starts of the season, 2.93 ERA, 1.10 WHIP. So far, so good. However, the next 7 starts since June the 16th, 6.69 ERA and a 1.46 WHIP. Surprisingly, the Jays are 4-3 in those starts, but here's the deal. They've averaged 7 runs per game in those 4 starts. So, you put up 7 runs, even with a shitty performance, you're gonna win a couple of games. But that's where John Gray comes in, because they're not likely to score 7 runs today. John Gray has given up 2 or less in 6 of his 8 road starts. 7th road start, he gave up 3, and the 8th one, he did get shelled. So, and that's, if you've ever heard the old adage, and the percentage is different, depends on who's telling the story, but it's like 20% of the time a pitcher is absolutely dialed in. No one can touch him. He's going to dominate the day. 20% of the time he's got nothing. People are going to hammer him, and he's going to have to, hopefully they hit the balls at people. And then the other 60% of the time, somewhere in the middle, and that's where the skill and the mentality comes in. So, the point of all that is, even the great pitchers, you're going to see 1 or 2 performances throughout the season where they just get shelled. They just get hammered. So the better you are, obviously, the less you have, but everybody has them, and John Gray certainly had his. Rangers playing some decent ball. They've gone 12-6 so far in July, starting to get themselves into the playoff conversation a little bit more. And we've talked earlier in the season, especially about this Rangers bullpen. We've either faded them or talked about having to hang on by the skin of our teeth. But we're playing the right team today, because of the Toronto Blue Jays, not the Texas Rangers, have the worst pen in the American League, second worst pen in baseball, 4.95, 1.38 WHIP. These guys both go about 5.9 innings per start. In fact, they both go exactly 5.88 innings per start. It's very weird. So I think we have a big advantage when it comes to the starters with Gray over Barrios. I think the Texas Rangers are playing a little better ball than Toronto, who's kind of been pushing and shoving over the last month. And I think we have a small advantage when it comes to the bullpen. Again, it's not a massive play. That's why it's not minus 140. But I do think we're catching a good number here. I think the true odds with this pitching matchup should be closer to minus 120, minus 118. A little bit of value there, a little bit of overlay, and we're absolutely going to jump on it. Give me the Texas Rangers and John Gray minus 106. And at the end of that one, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic Sunday. Enjoy the Lord's Day, and let's go out there and pick up some big bucks so we can all get our tithes in. All right. You guys take care. We'll see you tomorrow.